and welcome to a brand new episode of the Noob Journey in Germany this week. Well, we're going to kick off straight with qualifying. I'm just going to show the fastest lap that I did. So you brake hard into, well, it's not a hairpin, what is it? Corner, left, right-hander. Yep, as we've got a very slow car. He is one of the reserves and he just cannot drive. He's just awful, no offence, but you're awful at driving. But that's why he is in the Noob Journey as a reserve. Come up to the hairpin, well no we don't, we come to the end of our lap. We are well up on our previous lap, it's only our second lap. Early on in the session we go in deep there, round the final corner, early on the power. We are going to end up in P, whoa, we go up into P3, an absolutely phenomenal lap from us. Only a second and a bit off the pace. We come to the end of the session, we end up in P5, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing qualifying from us to get up into position 5. Only 2.9 seconds off the lead of Pepsi Max, obviously because Die Hard and Teak have been kicked for being too fast to be a noob. But hey, that was a grace qualifying for us, absolutely grace as we head onto the grid. It's just going to be a simple one-stop strategy, softs, super softs, then onto the mediums. And well, I'm looking forward to this race. We've got a good chance of a strong point finish starting in P5 as we go to 5 red lights at Germany. It lights out and away we go. We get off to a very cautious start indeed. Got Respawn ahead of us and Briggsy into turn 1. Think about going round the outside, get a bit deep into the corner, get a bit wobbly. Back off out of that move. Are we going to go down the inside? We brake late as we do. He locks up. We get a double front lock up there. Not good for the tyres. We've got Causa behind us and he actually makes a move on us without crashing out. So good on Causa to do that. But we get into the slipstream of him coming up into the hairpin. We are going to try and brake as late as we dare. As we go to the side, hit the brakes now. Down we go. Lock up again. We get the move done on Causa. And that is my first overtake of the season. It's race 3 and I've only just done my first overtake and it is the P5. So we're back up to where we started. Get a bit out of shape there as Callum goes in deep. But get back on the power. Our teammate Jamie's done a great job to get up to P6 starting P11 on the grid. 15 seconds off the pace in qualifying, but he has done well on lap 1 to make up a load of positions. We come in here, well, I don't know what happens, and we go in deep. We've gone in deep into the gravel trap. We lose the back end. I'm trying to get on the power. We're losing position after position as we fall down into P9. All our hard work in qualifying has just been undone for no reason there. A stupid mistake. It's like I just forgot to turn. I don't know what happened there, but that was awful. Absolutely awful mistake from me. Heading on to lap 3, we've got 2 cars battling ahead and we've got Namau GG behind us, and also Semba's gone off and Charlie is facing the wrong way as he swerves back onto the track. We go down the inside of him, get cleanly past, and that is our second overtake of the season. We are doing good here. 2 overtakes this season. Race. So we come down to where we absolutely bottle this on lap 1 and we bottle this again. Oh my goodness, we are just not getting that corner right today. Got it right all through qualifying, got it up to P5, December ghosts through us, and we've just had an awful race so far. We come into the pits because I haven't got much to lose and it's worth the gamble, as well, that's someone getting lapped already, so that's not good for him. To come into the pits, we will be putting on a medium set of tyres. And let's just hope for a quick stop and not get, well, no one else is in the pit, so we can just hope for a quick stop as they take the time putting the tyres on. I'm sure that's the McLaren pit. That was the McLaren pit crew. As we get an awful exit there, absolutely awful. And well, we're in the middle of nowhere. Got Faction Parlour ahead, get trolled behind, and get trolled is awful. So Morsel Chemical getting really out of shape there as we head on to lap 7. And well, we get past him, a lapped car, but our teammate is ahead on the soft tyres. And yeah, that's 10 laps to go. We're in P9, in the points. But don't forget, this will be our first points finish if we stay where we are. Got Causa behind us. He could become an issue later on in the race. We've got a similar race pace, but I'm disappointed so far after such a fabulous qualifying to be all the way down in P9 because of one stupid mistake that has cost me a lot of positions, and it is not going well this race for us. We head on to lap 8. We absolutely cut that corner by a mile. I'm not denying that. We cut that corner so much. We deserve a penalty for cutting that corner. As I don't know who that is, the lapped car swerving all over the place. Dangerous to society they are, lapped cars. Absolutely dangerous. I have not been lapped once in this season so far, so that's an achievement, not being lapped. But and again, I haven't finished any races so far apart from pre-season, so I'd take laps over not finishing the race. But Forza is closing in behind us rapidly, and let's see what we can do to stop him from, well, catching us, because, yeah, I'm running out of things to say because this is getting boring part of the race, and, well, this is not boring anymore as we have got Ben right on our tail. Oh, someone's gone off ahead of us. Charlie has gone off. That puts us off. Ben gets ahead of us. We break lace, go down the inside, and a lovely move from overrated Llama. What a move from me. And, well, we're back up into the midpoints, so maybe this isn't going to be a disaster of a race anymore, and we can get P7 and decent points. Will we even finish the race? That's the question. Because after Singapore, where I just binned this, as we get really out of shape there, all over the place, Corsa flies past, and, well, we're doing good so far to be in the points and not have crashed. But there's areas of improvement, to say the least. Keeping it on track, not bottling it randomly. Speed, race pace, I've not got race pace. Overtaking, I'm improving on overtaking as we come into the hairpin break as late as I dare. Corsa in front, Ben behind. Ben, who we ended up in contact in Italy, which ended my race, and we'll gloss over that later. But Corsa ahead. Ben's going to try and move down the inside. There is contact there, and just saw him spin out in my mirrors, and that's not good for him. With 7 laps to go as we head on to lap 10, we are massively spinning across the line. That made no sense, but we spun across the line as I just can't get back on the power, and it is not going well now. We're down into P10. We get back going. Oh, we lose the back end massively there. Hit the wall. We've got damage to our front wing, but this is not going well at the moment. We are down into P10 and quite a way off anyone else. Everyone behind is far behind, everyone ahead is far ahead, as Noob has retired from the session. Surprise, surprise, only 14 cars left in the race. Pepsi Max leads. We are far, far behind. We head on to lap 16, nothing happened in those laps. We come round to start our final lap. We almost got lapped there. If I'd have made one extra mistake, I would have been lapped and it would have been game over. Get a warning for exceeding track limits, but it's our final lap. And it's looking like we're going to get points today. Points, not points. But it's disappointing after such a good qualifying to only come back in P10 as we come round the final, penultimate corner. Sorry, we get on the power a bit too early. Overexcited there as we slide round the final corner. Oh, we put it, get very close to the wall as we go across. And we've been hit, oh my goodness. Oh. I was so lucky to keep the tyres there, but at this point I don't know how far behind the car is as I just get on the power as soon as I dare. Cross the line for P10. Wow, that was a dramatic final lap, to say the least. Dramatic. But not the race I wanted today after qualifying P5, but that's how the cookie crumbled. I binned this as Alex Degu decides he wants to reverse across the line. Because why not? Well, that was a great race, great qualifying, entertaining race, not grace for me, but if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe for more, but that is all there is for today, and, well, see you next time in whatever race we will have next.